What's going on, everybody? Arty84 here, Wicked Explorers, with another Dead Mall or Not. And this time it brings us down to Fort Myers, Florida, to a mall that I spent much of my time when I was a young lad, the Bell Tower Mall in Fort Myers, in the corner of US 41 and Daniels Parkway, near the Southwest Florida International Airport. And actually right near where the Minnesota Twins play and where the Boston Red Sox play for spring training. So we decided we'll go through this mall. We're going to walk through it. It's an outdoor type mall. And, you know, Wikipedia has nothing on this place, but I remember this place as a kid for as far back as I was going down to Florida every year. This mall wasn't the fun mall. This mall had was a more of an upscale, more mall for an adult. And we're looking through the mall right here. I wish I had pictures of it. I might probably do somewhere before the renovation, but it has been completely renovated. It is a new style mall. It looks very trendy. And it really, really looks cool. Now, you gotta keep in mind this is on a Thursday at lunchtime, and but it is on season, so I was very surprised to see how dead it was. But it was a very hot day, and that's one of the downfalls of a mall like this. Is on a hot day, you really don't have places to escape. I did notice that a majority of the stores were actually not open or not even having stores there. A lot of vacant space, and I don't know if this is because of the renovation and they took out a lot of stores that they didn't want in there anymore, or if it was just having trouble stocking this mall. We also did visit the Edison Mall, and although the Edison Mall was somewhat occupied, it didn't look like anything new was going to go in there, and it did have a lot of kind of generic stores. So I wonder if the pandemic has taken a toll on this. So this is what I did find about the Bell Tower shops. The Bell Tower Mall, it was built in 1982. In 1997, it underwent a major renovation. The competition of this mall is the Miramar Outlets, the Gulf Coast Town Center, and the Coconut Point and Estero, which are all within probably 15 miles away. Of course, the Edison Mall, which was there in 1965. Before this mall, definitely, how would you say, both malls were aiming for different clientele. I'm not quite sure what this mall is trying to aim for. I imagine this is trying to be an upscale mall. There is a fresh marketplace there. There used to be I believe it was a Burdines or a Dillard's here when I was a kid, which is now where the fresh market is. At one point there was a nightclub here that had a really, really cool upstairs area. That is no longer gone. That is now a Dave and a Buster's. There's a Bed Bath & Beyond's. One of my favorite places to go at this mall was World of Bears, which is now not here. When the wife and I were there a few years back, we got out of feeling that World of Bears was going to go by the wayside, and it did. And I believe there's another location somewhere in Fort Myers, but I remember going to this mall with my friends because this is part of a complex in which has a movie theater, an AMC movie theater. When I was a kid, there were 3 different movie theaters there. There was Bell Tower North, Bell Tower South, Bell Tower East. You know, each movie theater building had like 6 theaters in it, and I thought it was really cool when you go see the movies. You can go and pick, which one you go into and stuff. I thought that was nice. They tore that down. I believe it was about, it had to be before 2004. I would say probably around 2000. They had taken all the individual theaters down and built one giant theater, which I'm pretty sure my first spring break down there, the new theater was already built. And it was a stadium-style seating theater and all that good stuff. And it's still there today. And it's a really, really, it's nice. I mean, it was good for its time, you know, and a lot of the older folks who live in this area and some of the younger vacationers to enjoy a movie during a rainy day. So it made plenty of sense to redo the movie theater. But I enjoyed the Bell Tower Mall because it had plenty of restaurants over here. And you could go and grab a drink or a bite to eat either before or after the movie. And there was a great coffee shop here that I used to frequent often in my early days of spring break in the early 2000s. And it was a really cool coffee shop vibe. There was a little hipsterness to it. And it was a really cool place to grab coffee and just hang out. And me and the buddies have done that many times. And we also, before or after a movie, at the end of the night, before the mall closed down. So I'm going through all this paperwork on this mall, and it appears that they're trying to make it a fashion boutique, which I probably why they either got rid of a lot of stores and they're trying to make their way into bringing new clientele in there. But it was definitely targeted for the older crowd. And from everything I'm reading here, this is an article from 2009, and it talks about how they're trying to bring the mall up to modern times. This is 11 years ago, and they're talking about it needs a renovation and all this stuff, and how they want to bring some 30-something people to the mall, and all that good stuff. So Black Hawk Coffee Shop, I just came across it. That was the place we used to go to all the time. Let's see. Going through some stuff. Bell Tower shops revamp in South Florida, long overdue. And this is basically an article that I was talking about. This is the article from 2018. Okay, so this is when they started the renovation. The one I was reading before was from 2009, and it was talking about how they needed a renovation. So from 2009 to 2018, they finally decided they were going to renovate this mall. Now, I don't know if they were thinking about maybe knocking the mall down or whatever they think they're about doing with this mall, but 2018 they started a renovation. It said it was going to take 2 to 3 years to complete, and the last time I was at this mall was in 2000, I think it was 2018, when we were down there for spring break. So they had not started, or they just were about to start construction of the mall, because I remember it being the old style. Now, to give you a retrospect, there were fountains in the middle of this mall, and it was more, southwestern style with the terracotta tile roof and the darker tan stucco and stuff of that nature. Now it's very sleek, very modern. It has the newer tile. It's a lighter color, a lot of whites and blacks. Not bringing so much attention to the architecture anymore. It's very, very clean, like modern malls are this day. It looks nice. I do miss the fountains in the middle of the mall. And the middle section they had kind of kept. There was a little middle court in which they have seats and stuff now. But they had that as well in the old section. But they took away some of the canopies. They said we were walking into the canopies right there. I feel like they were larger. And they kind of boxed a lot of the stuff out and kind of took away from the architecture a little bit. Made it very, very sleek and modern, straight lines and stuff. Which is updating. It's just what malls look like nowadays. But I kind of loved the old, it looked like kind of like an old southwestern fail type place and everything. But there's a Fridays in here that we go to all the time. That's still there. That's one of the original things that I remember being there as a kid. Several restaurants are really good. Some really high. I wouldn't say high end, but I would say they're not your typical chain restaurants. They're probably in the middle range to high range for the cost of food and stuff, but they're really, really good. It's a pizza place, it's a seafood place. We went to this tavern place that was really, really nice. So stuff like that in this mall right here. I like this new sign that you see on the right there. It's a real modern piece right there. They added the bell tower, which is kind of cool. I'm not sure why it took them 10 years to figure out to renovate this mall, and I'm not sure why it took 3 years to renovate this mall. But the mall looks really nice. It's a really, really cool place, and I really, really hope that they get some, stores in this mall. I hope that the absence of stores is frankly because they're trying to bring in new clients to sell stuff there. I think that's the idea. Now, if it's not, when we come back in a year and it's still, 50% vacant, then we'll have some. All right, we are about halfway through the mall tour, but I want to leave you guys here. Enjoy the rest of it. Enjoy the beautiful blue skies of Florida. Enjoy a mall that someday hopefully will be everything that the developers or the renovators hoped it to be. It's a beautiful outdoor pavilion. Make sure you subscribe. Leave your comments below. Let me know if you've ever been here. Let me know if you know any information about this mall that I don't. I'd love to know. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys real soon. Have a good one. Bye. you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe and click the little alarm so whenever you get notification, we get new ones. See you later. Bye.